Ladies and gentlemen, class of 2019 inductee, Jim Stewart. James Wallace Stewart was born on December 10, 1942, to James Everett and Laddie Hollingsworth Stewart in Boaz. Everett was the operations superintendent at Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative for 38 years. Jim has one brother, Al, who is deceased. Jim had an early opportunity to learn about the cooperative business model at an early age. He began working at Marshall DeKalb as a part-time employee at the age of 16. Jim entered Boaz High School as a freshman in the fall of 1957. He was president of the Science Club and was a captain on the BHS football team, where he played fullback. Jim was also the business manager on the yearbook staff. He was selected as most likely to succeed in his senior Who's Who. Jim graduated from Boaz High School in 1961. Because he had developed a solid work ethic in his job at Marshall DeKalb, Jim decided he wanted to be an engineer. After graduating from BHS, he enrolled at Snead State Junior College. He then transferred to Auburn University, where he graduated in 1965 with a degree in electrical engineering. After graduating on the Plains, he began his career with a private engineering firm. However, Jim felt the patriotic call of duty at the height of the Vietnam War. After working just 18 months, he applied to and was accepted into the United States Air Force Officer Candidate School in 1967. Upon completion of OCS, he was on active duty for 4 years. After leaving the Air Force, he rose up the ranks of the Air National Guard to command the 225th Unit in Gadsden, Alabama. He retired from the Air National Guard in 1994 after having risen to the rank of colonel. Following his career in the U.S. Air Force, Jim returned to Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative in 1973 to work in the engineering department. He spent 6 years in engineering and 4 years as assistant general manager before taking an offer to become general manager of the Albertville Municipal Utilities Board. Jim spent 5 years at MUB before returning to Marshall DeKalb as general manager, replacing longtime GM Tom Wheeler in 1988. Under Jim's leadership, the cooperative grew exponentially and upgraded its systems to be ready for the 21st century. He worked with business and industry leaders in Boaz and the surrounding areas to help them grow. Marshall DeKalb set an electrical cooperative record in 1991 with 13 and a half years without a lost time accident, an amazing feat. In 1992, Marshall DeKalb celebrated their 50th anniversary. Jim has been a friend to the Boaz community, and he has served on numerous boards. He has been chairman of the Alabama Rural Electric Association, the North Alabama Industrial Development Association, the Marshall County Economic Development Council Board, and president of the Albertville Chamber of Commerce Board. He has also served on the Tennessee Valley Public Power Association Board, the Central Service Association Board, the Boaz Industrial Development Board, the Albertville Industrial Development Board, the Boaz Area Chamber of Commerce, and is an active member of the Boaz Civitans. In June 1987, Jim married the former Charlene Mayo. They have been married for over 30 years. They have 3 daughters, Sharon Reese, Leanne Sumner, and Casey Bowen. They also have 4 grandchildren, Gunnar Pollard, Sadie and Emmett Alexander, and Everett Bowen. The Stewarts are members of First Baptist Church of Boaz. Jim Stewart led and guided Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative with excellence. He laid a foundation of work ethic that today's employees have continued to serve upon. With an accumulated 43 years of dedication to the public power industry, he served Boaz and the surrounding communities with class and grace. Not only was he an incredible manager, he has been a friend to his employees and an inspiring role model within our community. Ladies and gentlemen, Boaz High School Wall of Fame Class of 2019 inductee, Jim Stewart.